Right over here.
Your pop-up in Sea of Monsters, you said that Hercules, or whatever it was the best show on television, but
Yes.
it was canceled too early.
Yes.
Like Firefly, of course.
Well, I didn't say that exactly, but yeah.
It was intended.
Thanks. You got it.
Was that part of your script, or was that just you?
They actually wrote in the joke, like it was like, this Hercules bust heads was like my best show on television, so like Firefly got canceled. Like they put their finger right on it. And I said, how about if we just kind of dance around it a little bit more? And I just did that kind of dejected, best show on TV. So of course, canceled. And then I'm back, but just for that one moment, you gotta feel it, you know what I mean? Feel it. Ready, everybody? Feel it with me. All right, good night. Right over here.
Okay, Captain Reynolds has so many epic one-liners that we all love, and I wanted to know if you had a favorite.
Yeah.
Is it by my pretty floral bonnet?
That's not it. Do you want to keep guessing or do you want me to tell you? You know, people always want me to say, hey, can you write down your favorite line from, and write down this one. It's like a paragraph. I'm like, I have like 1,000 people in line and they're all waiting for me to write this, and my penmanship is awful. I write my favorite line. When I read this line in the pilot of Firefly, it was one of those lines that just, it perfectly tells me who this character is. It's one of those lines. The moment was super mad at Simon Tam. I think he's the spy on my boat. I go, I'm gonna open your box and see what's in you. What's in you? Some kind of spy. Boom. Kick open the box and we see what's in the box. It's his little sister all naked and smoking. And I go, And it's sort of the right back. It's such a defining moment, and what kills me about that line is Joss had me to say, he said, before you say it, let it breathe a second. I want to wonder what you're going to say. Love it. Right over here.
Okay, so today is my mom and dad's 6-year anniversary.
Excellent.
Like, all my mom could talk about was your ass.
Guys, 6 years with the same person. That's fair.
My actual question was, what were the challenges playing Captain Tight Pants?
Congratulations on 6 years of castle and 6 years of your ass. The hours, a lot of long hours, but enjoyed every one of them. Dirt. We're out there in the dirt a lot. You had to combat dirt. There's a lot of dirt. Get down in the dirt. Horses. That's a challenge. So you're working with a giant animal who, if they decided to, can kill you. Not kill you. They don't have a moral code. The horse I rode, I was very fortunate. I rode him, by the way, have you ever watched Firefly? If you've ever watched it. It's a little show. If you ever watched it. Any planet Malcolm Reynolds is on where he rides a horse, it's the same horse. His name is Freddie. I just did this thing on the Kroll show where I played a Mountie. They gave me a horse to ride. The guy goes, hey, you've ridden horses before. I said, oh yeah, I rode one of these little thing. And he said, what was that? Hey, I was on that. I worked on that. I worked on this episode and that episode. I go, hey, you were the guy with the thing. And we had this nice little chat. He said, what horse did you ride? I said, Freddie. He goes, oh, he was a good horse. What happened 6 months ago, he died. I said, oh, I feel so bad. He goes, don't. He had a good life, that guy. He was a great horse for years and years and years, and then he gets too old, and you don't want to, it's just too old to ride him around. So you just gotta put him off in a pasture, he just hangs out, he does whatever he wants to do, he eats, he runs, he does whatever he wants. Anytime they need like an old horse with a sway back, we get Fred. End of story.
Hello. At first, I just want to tell you that you're an amazing actor. You make every character come to life. And then...
That's right.
And second off, I have so many favorite scenes from you. And I want to know, what was your favorite scene to do out of everything that you've been in?
Out of everything I've ever been in?
I'm partial to The Wrong Private Ryan myself.
That was incredibly stressful, but very rewarding. You know what? I'm going to tell you this. The last scene I filmed on Serenity was the stuff at in Mr. Universe's his TV room. Thank you, Larry. That sounds good. The Rumpus one. Oh, with all the TVs, they're all busted up, and I look at him and I go, oh, and I hear the message from the love doll, and I go, oh my God, okay, I gotta go. Take off, right? That was the last thing I did. That was the last thing I filmed. It's like, ladies and gentlemen, Nathan Fillion is wrapped. And everybody stood there and went like, and I've never seen that before, where they clap when you're done. It was brand new to me. Thank you. It was really neat, and I was able to talk to all those people and just say, and I just kind of had to say something, or I'll look at me for a second. So I said something, and it was something, I don't know what I said. It was something to the tune of, this was an unfinished part of my life, something that was taken from me, and I was able to get it back. So for 3 months I had it back. We built that thing, we built that movie, we made it. Thank God. Yeah, if I heard you, I would say, yeah! I think that was one of my favorite moments. I don't know anything about the scene or anything like that, but I've gotten to kiss some pretty nice girls too.
What is your favorite part of playing Malcolm Reynolds?
What I like about Malcolm Reynolds is that he will fight you. He will always fight, but he always loses. So when he gets a little tiny victory, it doesn't matter. He's naked, in the desert, by himself. But did the plan work? Yeah. Then it's a win. I love that. I take my life like that. Any victory I can get.
Captain?
As you were.
If you have the opportunity to write your own epitaph, what would you like for it to say?
Here lies Nathan Fillion. We should have listened. My friend Michelle is sitting in the front row here. She goes, I think sometimes Michelle hates that I'm famous. She's like, this is going to your head. Yeah, it does. For a weekend at a time, I'm a rock star, let me have it. Just to let her know what it feels like to be super awesome and everybody loving you, I'm gonna have her stand up and you guys pretend like she's me for a second, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, Michelle Chapman. That's terrible. You get used to it.
If Joss called you right now and needed an emergency replacement for one of the Avengers,
Yeah.
which one would you want it to be and why?
Hello? Hey, buddy. No, I'm not, I'm free. What happened? Oh man, is she okay? Yeah. Well, it was, but you can, Are you serious? Yeah. Well, yeah, what the hell? All you gotta do is like, what, 1 or 2 scenes, and then you just put the guy in the bubble head, right? And he just kind of looks around in the bubble head, and then you do like a CGI armor, right? I'm in. All right, I gotta go. Yeah, apparently, like Iron Man's like the easiest one to do because he like sticks his head like in a bubble and looks around a little bit, and then the CGI Iron Man. Or like, here's another dude. Wow, he's having a nice tea.
So not Black Widow.
Hi, is there anything you can tell us or like give us a sneak peek of what's going to happen in Dr. Horrible 2 or when it's filming?
Here's what I know about Dr. Horrible 2. Here's what I actually know about Dr. Horrible 2. I know the title. I know one of the songs. I know the title of one of the songs. I know one of the new characters. And the gist of the storyline of the beginning of it. I also know Joss is pretty busy. Can't remember what he's doing. It's probably gonna be good. And when we have time, I know everybody wants to do another one. So it's not like some people are like, come on guys, let it die. No, we want to do it. We just gotta find the time. Does anybody have a tissue? Tissue? Maybe tissue? Tissue? Maybe wipe it, but I don't need that. I just want a tissue. Tissue?
Okay, we got some tissues coming.
Tissue?
Go right here. Tissues. Oh, there we go.
Aim for effort, man. Aim for effort.
Are you okay?
Good evening, Nathan.
Stop it.
In the castle.
Keep talking. I'm just gonna blow my nose. Keep talking. Just something on my face?
In the castle episode Vampire Weekend, you had fun dressing like a space cowboy.
I did.
Is there something from Firefly that you would still like to work into a future castle episode?
I'm sorry, did you just say Firefly? I know, what if you in the pants, right? Firefly fans. You can't say it. Firefly fans. Fans. Firefly fans. Firefly fans. Firefly. Anyway. Excellent question. What was the question?
Would there be something from Firefly
that you would like to see on casting? Okay. I pitched an episode for Castle where there was a murder on the cast of a sci-fi TV show of the guy who played the captain. And I wanted the entire cast of Firefly to come and be the rest of the cast of the sci-fi. And that they all hated him. And they all had a reason to want him dead. One of the reasons being his immense popularity. And his tremendous good looks. And incredible talent. And lovely singing voice. And sense of fashion. Anyway. Michelle's laughing because she knows I have fashion blindness. This looks good, right? Just wear what I bought. All right. From that pitch, we got the that Comic-Con episode.
Nebula 9.
So, close enough? I don't know. I also want to see Alan Tudyk. I want to see Alan Tudyk. I pitched an episode for him where there's another cop writer duo who are doing the same thing that Castle and Beckett are doing, only like cheaper. And Alan plays the author, and his English and pompous, and there's many reasons to hate him. And then when the crap hits the fan and then everybody's shooting, they're going down. It turns out it's from Des Moines! And everybody's going scared! I would say the remainder of the cast I would like to see. Right over here.
Hi, my name is Caitlin. My question was, how many Firefly references have you had in other movies or TV shows, and how many of those were ad-libbed?
We did one in White Noise 2. Anybody see that? Guy says, well, so now you got superpowers? I go, it's not superpowers. It sounds like some real red cape, captain type pants bullshit to me. So we slid that in there. There was the Percy Jackson, which was mentioned earlier. It was a reference. Maybe it was a reference. I can't remember if there was anything else other than... Yes. I thought we were talking about other shows other than Castle. Yeah. Just listen to the question. I like the outfit. Nice outfit, stand up. Nice. Who are you supposed to be? I say that to everybody dressed as me. And sometimes they go, so hurt. I love you.
All right, let's go right over here.
Hi, Angel.
What's your favorite animal?
My favorite animal is a cat. Because dogs will like you just like that. They don't care. They just like everybody. But a cat, if a cat likes you, you gotta do something pretty special. Cats don't like anybody. Thank you, Angel.
Right here.
You want?
I get top like
Top that. Cuter.
Mr. Fillion.
He just got creepy. But I appreciate you tried. You really went for it. God bless you.
So, actually, I just found out just the other day I've been cast in my very first television pilot. And I was wondering if you had any actorly advice, and also if you could show me and all of the very nice people here the soap opera tape.
You got it. All right. First of all, congratulations on conquering insurmountable odds. Second, you know how you get an audition and you do well, you get a call back, and then you go see the producers and they do a screen testing. The stakes keep going up and it gets really stressful. It's part of the test. Can you deal with the stress? Now that you have the job, the stress doesn't go away. The stakes are even higher now. It feels like, oh, everything's on your shoulders. Just remember, you're there because they want you there. You already have the job. Do your job. You are good enough to get the job. You're good enough to do your job. Don't get stressed about things that aren't in your control. Control what's in your control. Know your lines. Be pleasant. Do good work. And here are the 3 phases of the soap opera tape. And they work for any scene. I learned this on a soap opera, taught to me by a very nice man named Michael Knight. Not the Knight Rider. Because they always say, but wait a minute, that woman you killed was your own sister. And there's like a close-up on you that gets really slowly draws in as you're just sitting there. Oh no, my sister. Your motive, it lasts forever. My friend taught me, he says, here's what you do. I always complain, it's too long, it's too long. He goes, here's what you need to do. 3 phases. First phase, oh my God, did I leave the stove on? Second phase, I did leave the stove on. Third phase, no, I turned the stove on.
That's why he earns the big bucks.
Okay, I'm gonna take it old school. I've only known you now for like, what, 45 minutes?
45.
Right. So I was wondering what it was like playing Caleb in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Because he looks like the most evil human being ever, and you don't appear to be the most evil. Anyway, so what was that like?
Joss Whedon is a wonderful man. And he's incredibly smart. One of those really smart guys who has the gift of being smart around you without making you feel stupid. Just likes to keep it simple. And I was thinking about evil, I was thinking about being a villain, and he just casually mentioned, before I even started, because that's what I love about villains. They don't know they're villains. They think they're the good guy. I thought, whoa! That's so true! That's so true. They think they're the good guy. Think of the jerkiest person you know. Do you think they walk around thinking they're a jerk? Or the best? I know I think I'm the best. Today you're the best. Yeah, I learned that villains don't believe that they're villains. And once I got into that, when I found out that everybody just thinks they're doing the right thing, they're fighting for something they believe in, that's when they get dangerous. You believe in that? You know what I mean? Nazis.
I think we have time for a couple more. Let's go over here first.
Thank you for coming and taking time out of your schedule to be with us. My question actually...
Thank you for pronouncing it schedule.
My question actually has to do with
what you said about not being fond of the dirt that you had to do with that Firefly. How long did it take to wash it all off after your nude scene in trash?
In detail.
I'll be honest, that wasn't very long. It was just a little bit gritty. I didn't roll around in it or anything like that. However, that scene in, what's the episode called? With the big damn heroes and the cows and Safe. Thank you. I gotta remember to watch Firefly before I come back. It's been a while. Right that time. Everybody started shooting around the cows. We dived through the dirt, and there's money over there. I gotta crawl over and get the money. There was more dirt in my underwear than could reasonably fit in an underwear-sized bucket. Comes off the body pretty quick. I try to get it out of the tub. Fair question.
Weird.
Hi. I'm Ben.
Pleasure. I'm Nathan.
In Firefly, who's your favorite character?
Mine. Is that wrong? Look, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you right now. I'm a shy guy. I'm pretty shy. I don't like going out in crowds. I don't like mixing crowds and alcohol. I get tense when there's people around me. I do. But I overcompensate by acting. I come over here and I put myself out there for a weekend at a time, and it's scary, a little bit scary. I'm shy. I'm a shy guy. I'm shy. I pretend to be vain and stupid. And it's a character I like to portray. It's not exactly myself, but it's fun. I like to poke fun at myself, and it's easy to laugh at me, right? See? So I pretend to be vain, and it's not bending, and I pretend to be stupid, which is not that hard. But when I say my favorite character on Firefly was Mark Reynolds, that's the absolute truth. I really like that character. There's a lot of great characters on Firefly. There's a lot of great ones that maybe you relate to, and maybe you are super fond of, and maybe they're your favorite because if there was going to be a Firefly party, you would dress up and you'd look exactly like River or Zoe or Jane, because you're huge. You're the biggest guy in the group, so you get to be Jane. So maybe that's your favorite. Malcolm Reynolds was my favorite guy. I really liked him. I really liked him.
Let's bring it home with you right here.
Okay, thanks.
Bring it on home, Almadale.
Okay, so I have a personal question. This is not a professional question.
Is this going to get creepy?
Okay, are you? No, I'm not going to ask that. I'm just kidding. No, I am a fourth grade elementary teacher, and I'm curious, with both your parents being teachers,
yes,
and your brother being a principal,
yes,
what kind of student were you like in school? And I think if you were a troublemaker, which I kind of think you were, just because you're kind of snarky. And, I know that the audience would like to know several examples of you possibly getting into trouble.
I was a very good kid.
Okay, now don't lie.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm shy. When I was in high school, here's a good example. When I was in high school, my mother was a teacher at my high school, and she was much loved. I was in 10th grade, the lowest, when my brother was in 12th grade, the highest. at our school, and he was wildly popular. He was on the grad council, he played volleyball, he was good, he was good looking, still reasonably. He was in a rock band, he could play guitar, like wildly, he could sing. He was very, very popular. And he wasn't the big brother who said, quit hanging out with us, get out of here. He was the brother who said, hey man, Ricardo's having a party, so that's what you're doing Friday night. Hey, I'd be going to these 12th grade parties. I became kind of accidentally popular. I also didn't like it when kids got picked on. That was a big thing for me. The underdog, the small guys. I didn't like that.
I'm sure there's one.
I had one terrible thing I did in high school when a kid was getting picked on. And I look back and I regret it a little bit. Five guys jumped on one kid, the smallest kid in our gym class, to give him what they call a nuclear wedgie. If you don't know what a nuclear wedgie is if you get your underwear pulled up in the back, that's a wedgie. If they pull off your underwear from the back, it's a nuclear wedgie. So your underwear is removed, not being very forgiving on the goods. Five guys from the football team, I'm the smallest guy in our class. And the teacher's nowhere to be seen. And I see this going on, I said, not on my watch. And I come in because I was untouchable. My mom was a teacher, and my brother was in 12th grade, so no one would touch me. So I go up to these kids, and they got their backs to me. And I give the first kid a little tap on the goods, and my leg went, boop, give him a little, oh, he went over. So the next two guys gave him 2 wedges of their own. And they stopped. The last two guys were just in the perfect position for me to clap their heads together. The sound that came out of that. I pushed far too hard, more than was required. And they connected in a way that they went back. One guy was, the other guy was kind of, why did you do that? Why? Really, why? Those were 5 guys who didn't like me much after that, that's for sure. And I hurt somebody, I hurt somebody, and that wasn't very cool of me. I don't think that's ever cool to hurt people. But I was a good kid. I was very good. My mom was a teacher at my school. What am I going to do? If I messed around or skipped a class, she'd find out by lunch. She was like over my shoulder, breathing down my neck. Mr. Bukowski says you have 2 pages of homework. That's interesting because you only did 1. And I didn't have it in me. I didn't have it in me to be a bad kid. I wasn't a great student. I didn't study very well. I couldn't pay attention very well. That having been said, I was going to be a high school teacher. I was 3 months from graduating when I got my first job on a soap opera. Thank God for the high school kids in Edmonton that didn't get me as a teacher. I think it would have been lots of fun, just wouldn't have learned anything.
Now, do you think that acting kind of brought you out of your shell then?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was in 5th grade, and the class clown, who was a good friend of mine, got sick. So I stepped in. And I said, this is A, easy, B, awesome, outstanding. I'll try to stop saying awesome.
Are you done?
Done. Story over.
We have to wrap this up. I hate it when I have to wrap up a panel that's this much fun, but I do want to ask one last question. Please, we posed a question on our Facebook page that we asked the fans who would win in a battle between the 2 of you. And I want to know, who do you think would win between Malcolm Reynolds and Captain Kirk?
Reynolds.
I'm asking Nathan. It's a fair question. In order to answer this question, I would have to know why they're fighting. Is that fair?
Because they both went to the same convention.
I need a little research. You both go to the same convention as Captain Kirk, I'm going to tell you right now. Fire, ladies and gentlemen.